Hey guys, so today's video is going to be all about my top 5 recommendations for affordable palette for fall. Now I have not tried every single affordable palette, but these are just kind of ones that I picked out of my collection that I thought would be absolutely perfect for fall. I feel like when I was kind of growing my makeup collection still, I used to watch these videos all the time because I always wanted a new fall palette to play with for that season. So I thought this would be really kind of fun to do. And I always love talking about affordable makeup on my channel because that's like 95% of my collection, and I know you guys love drugstore makeup too, so without further ado, let's hop into it. So all of these palettes are definitely affordable, but they are not all strictly drugstore. There are a couple that you can get. I mean, you can get them at Ulta, but some of them you have to order online. But the first one that I want to talk about is the e.l.f. Mad for Matte 2 palette. This you can get at Target, Walmart. I think you can get it at Meijer now too. But this is an all matte palette from e.l.f. I'll bring it in a little bit so you guys can see the colors a little bit better. So as you can tell, it has those nice browns, it has a really nice peach shade, this kind of mauve-y gray shade, and a really nice, like, I would call this almost like a salmon color, and then again like a pumpkin orange, a beautiful purple, a nice cool tone taupe, and a black. So I think this just has a really fantastic variety of colors. They don't, I mean, there are a lot of warm browns in this palette, I'm not gonna lie. But I really love that there's a little bit of pink, there's some purple, there's some orange. It's not just strictly warm browns, which is kind of what we see in a lot of fall palettes. And this one is only $10. It does not break the bank at all. And these are some of my favorite matte shadows from the drugstore that I've found so far. So this would be a great palette for you if you are in a professional environment and you have to keep your makeup kind of toned down. I don't think you could create a look with this palette that wouldn't be professional, but you still want to look kind of fall, or if you're kind of looking to build your mattes in your collection. I almost forgot to do swatches on this palette, so I'll insert some swatches right here. Alright guys, so here's just some super quick swatches of the e.l.f. Mad for Matte 2 palette. These shadows are definitely kind of the softest of the bunch, not necessarily in texture, but just in tone. I think you can still get some really beautiful fall looks with this palette, but like I said, it's going to be a little bit softer, and it's definitely more work office appropriate. So yeah, just here's e.l.f. Mad for Matte 2. So the next palette I want to talk about is the Colourpop Dream St palette. So this was a palette that Colourpop created in collaboration with Kathleen Lights, and this is one of my all-time favorite palettes just in general. But I really love this palette for fall, especially because it does have those really nice warm rich brown shades, but then it also has a couple different pops of color. This kind of really nice like electric red melon shade, I don't know. That's kind of a watermelon shade in my eyes. But it also has this really nice teal blue, and then this really gorgeous navy blue, and then there's this kind of, oh, this shade is so interesting. It's like a silvery blue. It looks gorgeous layered on top of blue. But when you put it on your eyes, like just flat out on your eyes, it kind of just looks like kind of a bluish champagne shade. It's really stunning. But this again has a wonderful mix of neutrals and some pops of color, and I just really love the formula on these shadows. They're really creamy, really buttery, oh, and then there are these coppers. I'm sorry, this is kind of all over the place, but oh, those are my jam. I love those shades so much, especially this time of year. Aren't those stunning? I just want to wear those all over my eyes every single day. But this has a really great mix of warm tones and some cool tones. And I think it's just a really great staple palette for fall, whether you are a die-hard warm tone lover or you're someone who likes to kind of mix things up every once in a while. And this palette retails for $16. You can get it on colourpopcosmetics.com, or you can get it at Ulta, and I will insert some swatches right here. So here are some swatches of the Colourpop Dream St palette. Like I said, this is a little bit different than the other palettes that I mentioned. It still does have some of those nice warm brown shades, but it also has some twists with the blue. The blues right here, and then this kind of, oh, this shade is so unique. It's kind of like a silvery champagne. It's stunning. And then also this watermelon shade. I think you can still create some really beautiful fall looks, but this one's just a little bit different than the ones that I mentioned. This next palette I have to talk about. I feel like I don't know if a palette could be more fall than this palette. So just getting that out of the way, this is also one of the most affordable options at $10. It is the Bad Habit After Dark palette. Now, can we get a little drum roll please for this, because this is just fall in a palette. Like, this screams fall to me. I feel like these are just the colors of the leaves changing on the trees, and it's just so pretty. I love this pumpkin-y orange right here. This like rusty shade, just, oh, these are my shades. I mean, I wear these shades year round, let's be honest, but in the fall time, I just crave these shades so much. And this palette only retails for, I can't remember if it's $10 or $12. You can get this on, I think you can get it on badhabitbeauty.com now, but it's also available on the Shop Hush app. That's the way I recommend to go because they have super fast free shipping and they never have a minimum. So I would definitely pick this up if you're just looking for some warm neutrals to kind of add to your collection, or if you're just looking to add another fall palette to your collection and you don't really want to break the bank. And I'll insert those swatches right here. Alright guys, so here's swatches of the Bad Habit After Dark palette. Doesn't this just scream fall? These warm, like yummy rusty orangey tones right here. The beautiful warm browns. This is just like the perfect basic fall palette. I love it so much. It's super duper affordable, so if you guys are just wanting a super affordable fall palette, I would go with this one. So the next palette I want to talk about is also from Colourpop. Colourpop has a lot of great fall palettes, and it is the Give It To Me Straight palette. Now this one is available on colourpopcosmetics.com or at Ulta Beauty. I got mine at Ulta a month ago, 2 months ago, something like that. But this palette is just, this reminds me so much of Modern Renaissance, and if I was doing like my all-time favorite fall palette video, that would definitely be in here. But this is a really nice, affordable alternative to Modern Renaissance if that's what you're looking for. This is only $16, just like the rest of the Colourpop palettes, and this one, unlike Dream Street, has the names written right on there. I don't know if you guys can tell, but that is a huge improvement because they do their names on the back really weird. Like it's, I mean, it kind of makes sense, but I like the names right on the shadows. It makes my life a little bit easier. But once again, the Colourpop formula is absolutely amazing. This palette definitely leans more warm tone than cool tone, so if you don't like warm tones, which, I mean, if you don't like warm tones, why are you watching this video? But this one is definitely a bit more warm toned, but it is absolutely stunning. If that's what you're looking for, if you like those really nice rich berry shades and those rich warm browns, you are going to love this palette. And I'll insert some swatches of the Give It To Me Straight palette right here. So here are some swatches of the Colourpop Give It To Me Straight palette. This one definitely leans a lot more berry than the other palettes do, but I think it is still absolutely stunning. You do still have a lot of like nice warm brown neutral tones right here, but then you do have these beautiful berries right there, which I just love for the fall. Alright guys, so the last palette that I officially want to mention within my 5 under 20, well 20 or under, is the Emily Noel collaboration with Makeup Revolution, the Emily Edit The Wants. So this is absolutely a beautiful palette for all year round. I think it's really versatile, but there are quite a few shades in here that I just feel like are very fall appropriate, and I think you guys will see what I'm talking about. So there are obviously these beautiful warm browns right here, and then there's also this gorgeous berry tone shade that is just very popular. Well, I feel like it's waning in popularity, but it's been very popular the past couple fall seasons. There's also a beautiful matte deep red, a beautiful more deep plum, which is stunning for fall, a fantastic gold, this really gorgeous like coppery shade, and then also this really gorgeous kind of metallic cranberry shade. I just feel like this palette is absolutely stunning for fall. I've created so many amazing fall looks that I have just loved so much using this palette, so I absolutely had to mention this one. This one retails for $20 at Ulta, but like I said, with the Colourpop palettes that are at Ulta, you can always use your $3.50 off coupon or any other coupon you may have to get the price down a little bit. And I'm going to share my favorite fall shades from this palette with you guys and some swatches right here. So here's some swatches from the Makeup Revolution The Wants palette. So like I said, I didn't swatch every single shade, but I just picked kind of the fall tones that I was really kind of spotlighting in the video. You can see there's some really beautiful berry tones. These are kind of my favorite to wear in the fall, but then there's also these really beautiful greens right here, and I really love those because there's something a little bit more unique for fall. So I thought I wanted to throw those in and just kind of showcase those for you guys because they are extremely beautiful. So I do have 2 brief honorable mentions, just because these are outside the $20 mark, but I still did want to include them because they're beautiful fall palettes and they are still quite affordable. They're just a little bit above 20 bucks. So the first one I want to mention is the Mini Masquerade palette, and this one is from Juvia's Place. This is actually my first Juvia's Place purchase. Let me just open this one up for you guys. At first glance, it may not look like a fall palette to you, but if I were to cover up here, cover it up with this palette, if I were to cover up that and maybe that purple, that just looks so like fall to me. There are all these warm browns, and these first 2 rows you have so much warmth right there, and then in this row you really get that pinky berry rusty just kind of vibe from that, and I think that is just beyond beautiful for fall. I feel like because this palette does have, I guess there's like a cool tone brown right here, but it also has these blues and greens and purples, makes it a little bit more versatile, but truly this would be a beautiful, beautiful fall palette that you can create so many beautiful looks with it. And I will swatch those kind of more fall shades on my arm and insert that right now. So these are some swatches from the Juvia's Place Mini Masquerade palette. Now, the fall tones in this palette, they're more, I want to say basic fall tones because they are just more so those warm browns and nice goldeny shades, but you do get a pop of berry right here. I just included the hot pink because I thought that might be a nice way to amp up the look a little bit, but then you mostly just get the nice warm browns, but I still think it's absolutely beautiful. Then I also wanted to mention the Morphe 35M palette. I'm going to be doing a review on this palette. Hopefully, I'm thinking it might go up next week. I really want to get it up this week, but I don't think that's going to happen. And here's what this palette looks like. I mean, come on. Does this not scream fall to you guys? I am just, I'm so in love with this palette. I love the color story of it. It has these beautiful greens and like yellowy greens in these first two rows right here. You also have your nice warm browns right there. You have so many variations of that beautiful berry plum wine shade in here. You also have some really nice oranges and more red tones over here. I don't think you can get any more fall than this palette. I mean, this gives you a more diverse take on fall. Instead of just your usual warm browns and reds, this gives you a little bit more than that. So this one actually retails at $24. I don't think I mentioned how much the Juvia's Place one was. This one was $25. So these are both available at Ulta, so you can definitely use your $3.50 off coupon or any other coupon that you may have to bring the price down a little bit, but I'll insert some pretty swatches of this palette right here too. So here are just some random swatches from the Morphe 35M palette. This palette has quite a range of really beautiful fall colors. Greens is right here especially. These are some of my favorite colors to wear in my eyes right now, so I'm so excited to delve into those a little bit more. Obviously the nice warm orangey brown shades, and then the beautiful cranberry shades that you guys know I just cannot get enough of. So guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I feel like it was all over the place, so I'm like crossing my fingers that I like this footage and that I don't have to refilm this, because if I do, it's gonna be kind of a hectic morning tomorrow trying to refilm, edit, upload, all that mess. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what your favorite affordable fall palettes are. I really want to try the Milani one. See, I really want that palette, but I know that I have those shades, so I'm trying not to buy it. But if I like had unlimited funds, I would definitely buy that palette. It would probably be included in this video. Let me know if there are any other ones at the drugstore that I'm completely missing out on. I would love to hear from you guys. I love reading your comments. They like make my day. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below so you don't miss out on any more videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.